button and click the notification bell.
What's up? It's Shell here, and today we're reviewing cyberbullying and how celebrities are being affected by it, and how fast it spreads on social media, regardless of if it's proven or not.
Let's face it, we live in an age of digital devices, and as such, anyone has the ability to immediately and continuously input or research 24 hours a day, anything and anyone. And an unsubstantiated rumor, let's face it, boils down to cyberbullying. Think about it. Isn't sharing negative, harmful, false, or mean content about someone else and causing embarrassment or humiliation the definition of cyberbullying? You have to remember that when one shares a story online via whatever device, email, texting, gaming, or YouTube, it creates a permanent public record and is then viewed or thought of as someone's reputation. And that online content can be viewed and even shared multiple times and is accessible to anyone who searches, be it an employer, a club, or schools.
And that's the dangerous thing about it, too. How that has the potential to be forever associated with a person. It just keeps on affecting lives, because should that original victim have children, it then becomes an issue for the children. It's so hard for slander to go away, and sometimes it never goes away.
Exactly. That's why I said unsubstantiated rumors fall into the category of cyberbullying because of its persistency and the accessibility of it all.
And that's exactly what Millie Bobby Brown has been facing. You know, she's the now 18-year-old actress who has been cast as 11 on Stranger Things. The cyberbullying got so bad for her that back in 2019, when she was 15 years old, she made a statement how she had to delete her Twitter account because of all the false stories and memes that the online trolls were putting out there. They were not only accusing her of being homophobic, some of them were even creating posts and making it appear as if it came from her. And I think that's just pure evil, and it has got to be very traumatic for her because, for starters, just being accused of being homophobic, that can be very damaging to her career as an actress, because we all know how huge the LGBTQ community has become. They've become very vocal in their rights, and they've become very vocal in their demands. So if at any point they were to start believing what the trolls are putting out there, her career could be greatly affected by that. And on top of that, again, she's just 15 years old. And that's in that age group where young ones are tied to their devices. You know, they're on their phones for Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of that. You know, social media is like a lifeline for that group of young ones. So her having to cut that line, I'm sure it interrupted her life in a big way, because without it, she couldn't freely and readily communicate with her true fans and peers. And all because of what? Hateful cowards with too much time on their hands. Now, I did see a podcast interview that she had with Miley Cyrus. And on that podcast, she was saying that the cyberbullying was causing her so much anxiety and bad panic attacks, to the point that she had to talk to her parents about getting a therapy dog. You know, and she did. She adopted, and you see it right there. She named him Winnie the Pooh. But they also, the trolls online, they attacked her for any and everything, it seems. Either she was dressing too old, or she wasn't dressing stylish enough. Even when she posted pictures from her vacation, they had nasty things to say, criticizing her for wearing a bathing suit and shorts. What did they expect her to wear on her vacation? Not to mention that it was summer and she was near the water. That's what she's supposed to wear. But they also attacked her for her friends, like the one she had with Drake, who was 31 at the time, and she was 14. So on social media, she mentioned how they were good friends and how he would give her advice about boys and all. Now, Paprika, you know that didn't go over well, right, with the people. Some of them criticized her, saying that it was an inappropriate friendship. How could a grown man be friends with a 14-year-old girl? But she did strike back when they said that, you know. She called them weird for making a, I quote, lovely friendship a headline. Now tell me what you think, Paprika.
I don't know how I feel about it, though, because of the old R. Kelly and Aaliyah story. He was 30 and she was only 15, and initially he tried to convince everyone or justify the reason why he was spending so much time with her, and it was because he was her manager, until eventually he told her parents that they had eloped. Eloped.
I remember
A
that.
30 man with a 15-year-old girl. It just doesn't seem like it would be a good idea for a grown man to cultivate a friendship with a young girl. But I don't want to unfairly group Drake or compare his friendship with Millie in the same boat as R. Kelly's with Aaliyah. Since I didn't see the post that you're referring to, did she even reveal what type of things she and Drake would talk about?
Well, when she was asked what he would talk to her about when texting her, she would say that he would say things like, I miss you so much. Now, you know, I'm aware that an adult can be good friends to a younger person. And when I first heard it, I was like, what's the problem? But that kind of threw me when she mentioned that I miss you so much bit, because it just doesn't sit right with me. A grown man shouldn't be missing a 14-year-old girl so much, especially if that 14-year-old isn't any relation to him. So, but I do think maybe it's being taken out of context, especially since that's all she gave us. She didn't give us any other information about it. But overall, I think the friendship was an innocent one, because Drake is known for helping young up and rising stars, and she did say that he was doing just that, helping her with furthering her creation. But I don't know, it's really sad how people can be so vicious and hateful towards another and not even feel remotely sorry for attacking them. They're relentless, and it really needs to be stopped. But I have to say, I'm happy that she's not suffering in silence, because she's bringing awareness to cyberbullying. She's taking advantage of the platform she has as the goodwill ambassador. At one of the speeches she had, she addressed the cyberbullying issue. Listen to her speech here.
Of the Convention on the Rights of the Child. In world capitals and buildings like this, adults talk about children's rights. But today, young people don't want to be talked about. We want to do the talking. Millions of people responded to UNICEF surveys and petitions about what the Convention on the Rights of the Child meant to them. In the words of one young person, be an active voice. Don't let things go unnoticed. So today, I want to talk about an issue that is very personal to me. Something that so often goes unnoticed, but causes real suffering: bullying. Like David, I've been very lucky in my life. I take nothing for granted. But I also know what it feels like to be vulnerable. At school, I was bullied by a group of students. I remember feeling helpless. You know, school used to be a safe place, and now I was scared to go. I didn't know who I could trust or who I could turn to. Like millions of other girls around the world, I've also been bullied and harassed online. It's a terrifying feeling to look at your phone and see that messages that people are sending you are filled with anger, hate, and even threats. So many of these are strangers and anonymous trolls on the internet. And like all bullies, they gain their power by taking power away from others, by making them feel scared and helpless as I did. I was lucky. With the help of my friends, family, and people around me, I was able to overcome these negative feelings and take my power back. But millions of children aren't so lucky. They're still struggling in the darkness, wrestling with fear, with insecurity. Bullying and online threats are never harmless, never just words. It puts children's mental health at risk. It causes stress, and in the most extreme cases and in areas around the world where conflict and violence are daily threats, it can lead to self-harm, sickness, and even suicide. Today at UNICEF, I talk a lot about kindness, about how we can shape positive environments in schools, and how we can support each other online. I'm convinced that social media doesn't have to be a place of fear, bullying, and harassment. It can bring people together. It can be a place of love and support. Somewhere in the world right now, a teenage girl is being bullied online. She's scared, she's vulnerable, she feels alone. My message to her is this: you are not alone. There are people who care about you, and there are people who will listen if you reach out for help. You have rights. In my role as a Goodwill ambassador, I will continue talking about this wherever I go. I will take every opportunity to spread the word about how we can end bullying online and off. But I'm not alone about speaking about children's rights. I'm joined by tens of thousands of other young people from every part of the world demanding to be heard. Every one of you here today can be the loudspeaker that turns our voices into real change, into policies, programs, laws, and investments that keep children safe, that make our world a better, healthier, stronger place for all. The children of the world are asking you to stand with us, listen to us, and renew your promises to the world's children. Thank you.
You know, it's an awful shame that so many have taken social media, something that is a great tool in keeping in touch and up to date in a positive way, and have weaponized it. And it's often people who are miserable or feeling less than or unfulfilled within their own lives.
Yeah, you know misery loves company. That's what that is for some. And for others, they're just plain evil and find enjoyment in causing pain in other people's lives.
Yeah, but you know, that's how low self-esteem usually manifests itself. In order to lift themselves up, they feel the need to bring someone else down. It's a way to have control in some measure, since they had no control in the events or circumstances shaping their own lives. You know, it's that word power. Like Millie said in the video, they gain power by sapping someone else's. And it doesn't matter to them if the unsubstantiated rumor is detrimental to that person's relationship, to their means of gaining coins, or that person's reputation. It usually stems from one of three things: hate, either of their own lives or the person they're targeting; two, jealousy, that they have not achieved what their peers are achieving; or three, an ulterior motive, whatever that may be. If they would stop and recognize that the energy they put forth in destroying someone else is the very energy they could use to become successful in their own right. And when you look at Millie, she is no different from any other 12-year-old. She simply had a drive to accomplish what she wished to do and did it. It's the same thing any other young person could achieve. Now, let's not get it twisted. You do have to have skill or knowledge or even educate yourself, even if that means taking courses in order to succeed in what you're trying to accomplish. For example, if you want to be a singer, you do have to be blessed with being able to carry a tune or know how to sing. Or if you want to become a dancer, you have to have some type of rhythm or skill, or be willing to learn how to dance in order to do so. But you get my point. If you want to be successful, then work at it, because dreams come true, people, not free. And that brings us to Riri and ASAP and the unsubstantiated rumor of cheating and a breakup. Here is a young woman who is absolutely killing it as a business mogul. Practically everyone is aware of Fenty. Riri is also a singer, she's an actress, and appears to be in a relationship that she's happy with. Yet someone decided they wanted to stir up trouble and put out a clickbait title. When you glimpse at most of the rumored breakup stories, there's no substance to it. Yet, in this day and age of creating a title and running with it, they do just that by putting together a string of lies or a hearsay. Then others who want to be the first to break the news or be part of the "I put it out there first" club, they start commenting and adding fuel to the story without ever fact checking. Now, I'm not here to relate what the stories say on the subject, because I would be just as guilty of putting out the story even though I found nothing solid to back it up. What I am speaking on is how that sort of thing can be categorized as cyberbullying. And part of the problem lies with wanting to know everything about a celeb instead of appreciating their skill at entertaining. You know what I mean? All of this clickbait title is a result of the public wanting to know every single detail about a celebrity's personal life. Now, granted, there are celebrities that are transparent about everything in their lives, and that's all good because it's their choice. And if they choose to put it out there, then talk of their personal life, that's an open field.
Yeah, actually, Millie posted a video of an incident she experienced in a store with a fan. That said fan approached her asking if she was who she said she was. And after she told her yes, the fan proceeded to ask if she could video Millie. Not video the two of them together, but video just Millie. Check out the video here.
So, I just went shopping with my mum for Christmas, and a girl came up to me and asked if I was whoever, and I said, yes. And she said, "Can I take a video of you?" I said, no. But why would anyone want to be taking a video of me, Like, like it's not like of the both of us, like of me. At the end of the day, I don't need to justify it to anyone. If I don't want to be taken a video of, I don't have to be. And I was paying, and she walked past me and began to video me again. And I said, I'm a human being. Like, what more can I ask from you? I asked her, and she said, so I can't take a video of a human being? And I said, no, not when I said no. It just makes me upset when people try to push the boundary. And I just wish people were more respectful. Still trying to navigate this all, and it's still overwhelming. I will take a picture with you, but when you push the boundary and you try and fight me on it, there are my rights to say no. I'm making this video to say you have to show more respect for others, no matter who they are, what they do. Show respect, human being to human being.
Far too long, fans and the public seem to think that celebrities are fair game, and that's not true. Acting, modeling, singing, dancing, entertainment as a whole, that's their job, their career. And it doesn't give license to anyone to delve into their personal lives. Unless, like I said, the celebrity chooses to be an open book. Think about it. Whatever job or career you have, what if the boss came and said to you, you need to let me know what you do when you're off the clock so it can be shared with everyone on the team and all of our clients or whomever we do business with?
I'd ask him if he was crazy because my private life has nothing to do with the business or anyone dealing with the business.
I know, right? You'd be outraged, and rightly so. Well, it's no different for a person who is in the entertainment business. They're allowed privacy when they're off the clock, so to speak. Just because you like them as your favorite actor, actress, comedian, dancer, etc., that doesn't give anyone the right to their privacy. Some would say, hold up. They choose to be in the spotlight. But is that fair to say? Or is it that the profession they choose simply requires a camera be in their face or having to give interviews as a part of their duties as an entertainer? They do interviews to promote their product, like a TV show, a benefit, or a movie, not to promote their private lives. And before y'all come at me in the comment section, I'm aware that when they give interviews, a majority of them do respond to the interviewer's personal questions about their personal lives. Could that be considered as their being an open book? Or are they just simply making conversation to help the interview run smoothly or become likable to their fans? And you know that there are celebs who do promote, that do promotion circuits without ever saying anything about their private lives, and have gone so far as to even forewarn the interviewer that their private life is not on the table.
Yeah, respect is everything. We want it for ourselves, so we should always show others that same respect we'd want shown to us. So again, in considering celebrities, we should keep in mind that there are two types: the closed book celebrity and the open book celebrity who says, hey, look at me. But the closed book celebrity shouldn't have to put up with an invasion of their personal space or of their privacy. But fans usually push the boundary when either, number one, their own life in their eyes is boring and uneventful, or two, if they have a strong desire to have that lifestyle and fame that the celebrity possesses. But like you mentioned earlier, if they really desire that life for themselves, Instead of trolling social media, they should spend their time and energy making moves toward that goal. What do you think, peeps? Should online trolls push themselves away from their devices and spend their time working on bettering their own situation and lifestyle, as opposed to trying to rip success from those who have put in the work? Give us your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, remember to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you can be notified when our next video is uploaded.
Well, until next time, my peeps, we pass the mic to you.